Let's hope this works. Oh my goodness. This is. Yeah, he's not behaving well. So, anyway. So, 27-day prophecy. What does this all mean? I'm going to continue on my video if it really, gets staticky. So, 27-day prophecy. What does this mean? Well, in short, it means that the rapture is coming very soon, and things are going down on 27 days, and a lot less people are going to salvation, a lot less than there used to be, and sorry, I'm just a little bit, and basically, there's a lot less people coming to salvation because, you know, there's a thinning of people that are really interested in salvation. So that means 27 days later, there'll be no one coming to God, and there will be the final videos and final teachings and saying that, all right, no one's going to come to the Word anymore, and they're only going to come to the Word by two extreme miracles that they just listen, because it's going to be so bad that they're going to have to listen to God. Matter of fact, it's three major miracles. So people are being so converted right now about the world, and right now 34% of the population, now 33% of the world population, is coming to God and actually getting salvation compared to last year. So that just means that there's a great falling away that's happening right now. And obviously, the 27-day prophecy means that there's no one to come. And June 1st to June 6th is really high prophecy watch date. And obviously, that's like 24 to 27. 24 to 7 days, especially prominent, Like June 6th is going to be one of the days that is either hit or miss. So I'm not saying this is this is really a prophecy that is happening, but it's most likely to happen because, or more likely to happen, I meant to say, because it's just one of those things that, God comes to terms that these people are no longer coming to salvation. And I tried to get as many people to salvation as possible, but they're not listening. Johnny Anonymous was the last person to get the people to salvation. He did his best, and he got a lot of people to salvation. It was rising up compared to last time, but now he's not even heard of that much. So what's going on? People are more likely to reject God than anything else. And I'm going to send this message out to you that these 27 days are practically up. No one is really listening to God anymore. No one wants to listen to God that has not had salvation. The doors are closing. The floods are coming, and the boat door is closing. It's the boat lift is closing. You know what I mean, right? So in that case, there's no more chance for you guys to get salvation because it's finishing up. The salvation is thinning out really hard. A lot of people are noticing it on their channels that there's a really a thinning line of salvation. Now, if I were to speak in Arabic, a lot of people from Iran would listen to me, but that's mainly where the salvation is going. And for the people that are left to get salvation, they're on channels that are staying on the channel. They're just staying on the channels and not really listening to salvation. And obviously, it's the elderly that are listening to God, and not really the youth. The youth is like a low percentage in America. Like how much percent? 7%. Yeah, 7% of the people compared to in the past has gotten salvation. So obviously, that's the youth. So obviously, that means there's less people listening to God in America than anything else because they've been too comfortable. They've been too comfortable with the freedoms. So that just means that there really isn't a chance to, inherit that salvation anymore. There's a storm coming. Life is being cut at the line. So what I mean is, it's not being cut at the root. It's basically being cut in a way to graft it, to really to graft it. I meant yes. They're basically the loud messages and the warning is grafting the people to change their mind unless they need to die. There will be still a few people left, but I mean, a third of it will be completely gone, and the rest will have to decide because, well, they've made up their mind to get the mark of the beast. That's what they've made up their mind for. The third of them, and that's a third view, mostly in America, and mostly in Europe, and mostly in China, to get the mark of the beast. Because even in Australia, it's mostly there too. So in Africa, they don't want to get the mark of the beast at all because they're scared of it. Parts of Asia, they're afraid, and even in places like the Middle East, and they're just scared that they're going to get the mark of the beast, and they're scared enough about the government. Most of the parts good government, except for China, is really scared to get the mark of the beast, and America is just the opposite. Let me tell you that right now. America has rebelled against God completely. And it's obviously places like China that is worse, but really, there's a lot more persecution in China, but obviously, China has a lot of people going to God. And it's just, they're desperate for God. These are the best of the best in China, in the persecuted countries like North Korea and other places like that. But America does not have the best of the best, actually. We are just all lukewarm in America, that we just don't care. That's all that means. We just don't care about God. A lot of there's a lot of evangelicals in America. Lots and lots of evangelicals in America. More than anything else, really. Even more than Catholics, even more, than Pentecostals. Not more than anything combined, but more than Catholics. And, I know there's more Catholics in Canada than anything else in Canada, but, more evangelicals in America. That tells you that America is really, it's lukewarm. Evangelicals are the ones that would say, okay, we're the tough ones. We're gonna make everything bitter, That's what the people there think. And the pastors are there for the money. It's a huge hot mess. And you know what I think they are? The evangelicals, and I've been in one church that's like that. Yes. I think it's the last church or Laodicea. No, not Laodicea. What was it? I know it's the last church. It's next to Philadelphia, but it's the seventh church. I think it's Laodicea. Yes, it's Laodicea. It's to the Laodiceans. And let me get this to you. This is to the evangelicals. You have really spit God out of your church. You have really, you are very lukewarm. To the evangelicals, you have really not cared about God as much as the Laodiceans because you don't care. I really want you to get God within you. I want you to get I want you to get medicine in your eyes, like actually get anything to deal with not being blind. And clothing, you are very naked. You're exposing all parts of your body completely. Like you are open, completely open on all parts. And you are very blind and you have no money. So you have no money. Evangelicals, you have no money in God. You're broke, poor, trying to flaunting everyone to get money, but you're very poor and you're blind. You're scary looking. That's how lukewarm American churches are. And if you don't really see that message, if you don't really see this message, let me tell you what to do next. Go through tribulation, all that you have. Go through tribulation and don't accept the mark of the beast. Because if you do, then you're nothing, America. And especially you are nothing, evangelicals. You may say, oh, I don't like the mark of the beast, but how deceptive is that to say, oh, we're for the evangelicals? Because once they say that's guys, they're going to say, oh, this church is for Pope Bell, but they're going to have another mark of the beast name for the evangelicals. I can tell you that much. And they're going to say, okay, this guy actually sounds cool. And he doesn't sound like that Pope Yobel, that guy, He's going to have many names. Let me repeat that again. He's going to have many names. Like every name possible that it means 666, Yeah. I bet you didn't know that. And if you don't even realize, the funny thing is, he's just going to have a ball with you. I mean, this is what he's going to do. He's going to have superpowers. He's going to be half robot, half man. He's literally going to be doing that to everyone else that really wants to believe in him at the end. That's why half the evangelicals in America are not going to get the mark, but almost everyone else will. That is in other religions, because they don't see that problem of him being half robot, half man, because they've been deceived so far by the aliens that say, oh, half robot, half man is good. Because how many people believe in aliens today? I would say around 80%. And now it's like around 60%, like 10% less, like over 10% less people believe in God than in aliens. 80%, I would say, believe in aliens. And they're only just, aliens themselves are actually just they're just angels, they're just angels. And the angels and the aliens on Earth are really just angels of darkness, If you really want to look for an alien, look for an angel. And they'll most likely not be on Earth because they're not interested. They're really not interested. And if you think that people are going after aliens to, get knowledge, they're demons. They're all demons. Believe me. Things are going to be so deceptive that 100% of people after the rapture are going to believe in aliens. And they're just going to say, oh, robots are good. If you're an evangelical, aliens are demons. Remember that. And they're going to go under the name of Pope Bell and all that stuff. That means 666. Look it up on Gematria. Then you'll know that if you look at Sumerian, then you'll know that something is way off. Look at all the names. They're going to match 666 on somewhere, Just look up Pope Yobel. Then you know what I mean. Pope Yobel. That's going to be the Pope's name. And the ruler's name, I don't know. But I've already had Pope Yobel with me because, remember, I was a Satanist. If for some of that don't know, for most of you that don't know, I used to be a Satanist that loved demons and did all kinds of terrible things when I was a Satanist. I was out of control. I was actually evil. But that's different because I basically repent from that because, once the demons come on Earth and you bow down to them in the later times, well, you're basically getting the mark of the beast because that's really what it is. Demons, especially Satan. I did not get Satan, but obviously just don't bow down to Satan because He won't come in form of as a human. He will not look obviously like a beast, but he will be pretty much looking like a human that's got the cool parts. He'll be the coolest guy on the earth, trying to kill all the other people that are not cool. And most likely, he's going to get you to get the mark of the beast. And that means if you get the mark of the beast, you're going to hell. Obviously, if you read the Bible. But if you get the mark of the beast, you will absolutely, definitely, 100% absolutely go to hell. And that's final. Because let me tell you why. You're bowing down to Satan, and you're really saying to God, I don't care about you. I only care about myself. And it's an obvious trait of the humanity that doesn't care about God. There's going to be division among the land. And there's already division among all the land if they're really deciding for God or if they're not deciding for God. And these people, and it's going to be a whole bunch of people that are going to get the mark of the beast. These people are going against all Christians. And some of the Christians are going to see that by video, by Bible. It's going to be a rare source, but they're going to be told by other people. And they're going to remember, wow, the Bible was right. And to be persecuted by like death and food, you got to believe that God is really judging against you, and that you want to get really to accept God into your own heart. You're going to want to do that. I'm afraid that during the 7 years, billions of people are going to hell. And hundreds of millions of people, though, like maybe a few 100 million, maybe, are going to heaven. A whole bunch of people are going to go to heaven because they've been persecuted to the point of saying, wow, I have to change my life around. This is bad. I do not know that my beliefs are sending me to hell. I will change my life, Lord. And that's what it comes down to, is really doing what the Lord tells you to do. Is really what he tells you to do in the tribulation times. And that is doing the opposite of what the beast tells you to do, or actually the Antichrist tells you to do. And especially going against what the demons or the aliens tell you to do. Because all they are demons. Well, anyway, remember this video. After June, we may be in tribulation. We may be. Not 100% sure. Not 100%. But it seems like we have 21 to actually 27 days. And June 6th is high watch. We may have that. We may actually have that time. And it means forever. That dream means forever. So if it really means the 27 days are going to be up, if that means that the time is going to be up at 27 days, and that obviously means that, times are going to be all set at that time, If I'm going to be at my mother's house at that time, I'm obviously going to be at my mother's house. And that just means, well, spread this message. Because I'm pretty sure that only 11 people are going to see this, including that one person right now. 11 people are going to see this. And there's going to be 18 views. Right now, there's only like 3 or 2. And I would say there's only 2 right now. But, 18 views, like several from a commenter that says, oh, I don't believe in this. Let me tell you, dude. Or ma'am. Most likely the ma'am. Let me tell you, ma'am. That just means that you don't get it. That you're probably not seeing the truth until you go to that tribulation. And once you go to the tribulation, I want you to do this. Don't listen to any aliens. Don't listen to anyone that has knowledge. Just listen to the truth of the Bible. Because one day that Bible is going to be taken away. I don't know if it's going to be taken away immediately. But I'm pretty sure that the people are going to be trying to get answers in the Bible. And they're going to try to, basically after the rapture, the Bible's not going to go immediately. But after the rapture, Let me tell you what's going to happen. These people are they're literally going to go crazy. The military is going to get involved. Darkness is going to come on the land. And demons are going to be everywhere. It's going to be utter chaos. And it's going to start at that. Think of what God's going to do with fire and hailstones. Are you up to that? I hope you are, because I'm pretty sure you're going to go through it. If you don't go through it, then I hope you are. And I'm pretty sure you have accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Because I know you haven't. I'm pretty sure I know who I'm speaking to. So please listen, okay? I've had enough to talk right now, and this morning. And obviously, some people don't get it. But you're going to get it one day. Hopefully. If you don't, you'll get it in the final end times. Once you're judged and once you're in hell. And that's going to be the sad truth for you. I don't know. This may be my final video. This really depends on how God, treats me. But mainly it's going to be the final video about, answering about these times and all that. It's just up to these 27 days. If it doesn't end there, I'm probably going to talk about what else you're going to talk about, But most likely after July, there's going to be tribulation. Like after June and actually in July, there's going to be high tribulation time. And during the 4th of July, America is going to be having a time of cry, a great cry. Because they're going to feel it harder than every other nation, even than Rome. Let me tell you why. They're going to feel that, and they're not going to know why, but they're going to know that this is the reason why they're crying, because this nation will be completely destroyed. It'll be so destroyed. I mean, it's going to be completely destroyed. And after we leave, well, that's going to suck, because it's going to really start with us. And then there's going to be a famine throughout the land. First, there's going to be war that is unlike any other war. It's going to start, and the famine's going to start with America. Why? Because America's going to be completely destroyed. There's no money coming from America. We are the main printing press of the world. And there's going to be great famine that is unlike anything else. It's going to be so much that the middle class is even going to be affected completely and utterly. The rich, well, they don't care because, well, food is a luxury. It's going to be a luxury, so they can afford food. You may not like the fact that food is too expensive for some aspects of it. They may not like the fact that houses are going to be almost unaffordable, but they're not going to be harmed. Why? Because they're going to live in regular houses and computers are going to be a luxury. The rich are going to talk to each other on rich. The rich people are going to talk to each other on computers, and they're going to have a heck of a time, except for those living in America. And poor nations like Africa are going to be, I would say, richer than most nations, because they're not affected by us. Because we don't give the money to Africa. Even if we did, it will be like, donations. China, it will be completely affected. It will be completely broke. Cities will collapse on itself. Europe, it's going to have their own, it's going to have their own, well, let's say, their own dollar, but it's also going to be affected because we are having factories in their nation, and they're going to have people living in, well, not nuts, but they're going to have small houses. They're going to live like people in, I don't know, like Poland, They're going to live like people in Poland. And same with some aspect of America, and same with Africa. These houses are going to be small. And these buildings are going to be not crude, but the main buildings of obviously. Now that's to the people after the mark of the beast. There's going to be a time of famine where the rich people have luxuries of houses and everything else, and everyone else have luxuries than everyone else. I meant to say, but with everyone else, they're going to live on the streets. They're going to cry for bread. They're going to steal, and that's when the mark of the beast comes. He's going to kill all Christians because, well, the Christians are to blame because we left. And he's going to really explain it all away, except, he's going to get a new currency. And that's when people get rich again. And they're going to cheer for him because they want to get that new currency that they get the mark of the beast. And that's how the evangelicals get the mark of the beast. I'm sorry to say. And then there's going to be utter judgment from God because the devil deceived people to bow down to him. Do you get my point? Not only will there be judgments on American soils, but let me tell you what's going to happen. There's going to be all kinds of plagues, mountains going into seas, like meteors coming from the sky, and like 2 of them, I think. Many earthquakes, many volcanic eruptions, and a main one from Hawaii, I believe. That's going to be a terrible mountain to erupt because it's going to be completely destroy Hawaii. So what's going to be left? Well, the Alaska is going to be something else, obviously, because it does not live on itself. Basically, with all 48 states completely destroyed by nuclear energy and the fires from God. So it'll be something else. Then Hawaii's going to be something. Hawaii's going to be completely destroyed as well with the mountain. And then there's going to be scorching heat, darkness, even beyond darkness, like it was in hell. People are going to drink blood. Everyone's going to drink blood. Yes, all waters and springs of water are going to turn into blood. They're literally going to turn into blood, and actually, you're going to drink the blood of animals and all people. People are getting STDs like crazy. It's going to be nuts. Not to mention the hailstorms that's going to be having hail that's the size of 100 pounds. And then there's going to be heat that's like 200 degrees heat. People aren't going to believe in God, obviously. They're going to say, something's wrong here. This is not right. Like, especially when they see like water turning into blood. They're not going to see that. They're going to see that something is not right. And they're going to curse God for that. Because the more people are mistreated, the more they curse that person. And they're going to understand that they've chosen the wrong. But they don't care because they curse God anyway. And yes, this could be my final video for all we know. But am I gonna make more salvation videos? If I have the actual views to make more salvation videos, I might not actually have the views. Because obviously the English is like the English videos is like getting 16% like 16% capacity compared to what it was last time. And last time it was literally like 50%. So it's gone down significantly. Guys, I used to get like 25 to 30 views for some videos, maybe 20 for some videos. Now I'm getting like literally 10 to 5 views. And it's starting to suck. So wake up and understand that God is really coming soon. He is really coming soon. And the fact that I'm making more videos, these are people that are used to me. But the new people, they're a lot less than there used to be, Subscriber count was high, very high before. But, I lost a subscriber, but now it's like not really adding that much, just not adding that much. And think of it this way. The less views that the Christian has, the more likely we're at the end times. And these are people that still stayed onto the channel. And some Christians are not even doing videos anymore because they know the end is really at its doors. So obviously, 2021 is going to be the year that may just be the time of tribulation. If it's not, then 22 is most certainly going to be that year. And if it's not, then we have a whole mess to deal with because we do not go on overtime like that. God is not going to delay his timing. He is not really going to delay his timing. He may troll us for a little bit, but not like that. And why does he do that? So that people come to him. Because that's the way he is. And if no one else comes to salvation, obviously that just means that there's no more salvation. And he has to turn things up a notch to make them think, wow, am I gonna go with God or am I gonna go with myself? Because there's a lot of indecisive people going out there. There's a lot of people that are not really, they don't see that God is really real or something like that. There are a lot of atheists, and a lot of atheists are going to change their mind, but a lot of them are not. They're going to go against God. I know a person that might just go against God, so pray for him. Pray for Brenton that he actually accepts God into his own heart, because I'm telling you, if he accepts that Jesus died for him and that he accepts that and believes in him, that just means that he is saved, It's point blank, So if you don't want to go through tribulation, really do what I told you before. Accept that Jesus died for you on the cross, and that if you believe that Jesus took away your sins, you're forever saved. And if you accept that, you are forever saved, okay? Well, finally, I'll be done now, okay? Bye.